Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us for another PCM webcast. I'm David, and today we'll be talking about the new Galaxy Tab A. If you're chatting with us today, you have a chance to win the Galaxy Tab 4 7-inch tablet, so stay tuned to the end and to see if you're a winner. I'm here with Berg, Senior Manager, IT Technical Account Management Team. Bret, I'm handing it over to you.
Thank you, David, and good morning, good afternoon to everybody. So as David said, my name is Bret Berg, and I'm a technical account manager at Samsung. Been with the company for almost 10 years now, and I'm here to share with you the latest member of our Galaxy tablet family. It's the Galaxy Tab A, and it's really an Android-based tablet that's focused on productivity. So today we're gonna talk a little bit about what the tablet can provide you and how it will help you in your daily business. So we're offering the new Tab A in 3 versions. So we have an 8-inch model, and we have a 9.7-inch model, and then we also have a 9.7-inch model with an S Pen. Now the S Pen is not a capacitive pen, so you cannot use your finger on the screen. It's actually an electronic pen that gives you much greater levels of detail when using the pen. And that's actually the same pen that Samsung integrates into its world-famous Note phones and Note tablets. So these are the 3 models that are available. They're available in a titanium or a charcoal gray color, as well as white. From a product positioning perspective, the new Galaxy Tab A's are actually replacing the Galaxy Tab 4 tablets. Those have been in our lineup now for quite some time, and the newer models really take the functionality of the tablets to the next level. They are what we would consider to be a better offering in a good, better, best a series of offerings. And so they sit from a positioning perspective in between the good offering, which is the Tab 4, and the Galaxy Tab S, which is what I would consider to be a premium offering. The Tab A is really focused, as I said earlier, on productivity and improving workflow, your workflow. So some of the key features is significantly improved system performance, the ability to open 2 windows simultaneously on the tablet to help with that productivity, advanced cameras, both front and backwards facing, and Samsung Knox 2.4. Knox is our security platform that we've created for our Android-based devices, and this is enterprise as well as defense-grade security on these platforms. So in terms of, and we're going to talk a little bit about usability as we move forward, but clearly office productivity, workflow automation are key to this product, as well as designated or dedicated specific use case applications. So I talk about the product having greater mobility for use on the go. So the 8 and 9.7-inch displays are only 0.3 inches thin, which is, it's amazing how thin and light these devices are getting now. And they are 0.7 and 1 pound respectively. So obviously they're super easy to carry and to move around wherever you're headed. In terms of performance, we continue to push the performance envelope. So here are some of the features, some of the key specifications and the benefits of those specs. So the latest Android 5.0, otherwise known as Lollipop, release of the Android operating system that has incorporated additional business features. We are also now preloading Microsoft Office for Android apps. So you'll actually have the ability to view, edit, create, print all of your standard Office files. Advanced quad-core CPU, which is 21% faster than the previous Galaxy Tab 4 CPU. Strong internal RAM capabilities as well as storage capabilities. And then all of our tablets have a micro SD card slot. So you can actually insert into that slot up to a 128 gigabyte micro SD card for additional local storage. The batteries on these tablets now go from 11 hours to 15 hours respectively. So it's more than one workday's worth of performance. And for most of us, we in the jobs that we do, we typically go well beyond an 8-hour workday. The ability to wirelessly mirror the information on the tablet onto an external display so that you can share the information that you are creating or editing on the tablet with others, as well as have the ability to display that information on a larger screen for your own use. And then Samsung SideSync software allows you to utilize the tablet with your Samsung smartphone, so you can actually operate your smartphone from your tablet and vice versa. So it's a nice enhancement to the tablet. I talked about the high-resolution cameras, both front-facing and rear-facing, and then we have a variety of wireless communications to give you maximum connectivity. In terms of enterprise-grade security for businesses, I talked about the device being Knox compatible, and this is our latest security platform. In fact, there's a Gartner report that was just released in the last 30 days that officially declares that the Samsung Knox security platform is more secure than the Apple iOS, the Microsoft Windows, and the BlackBerry operating system platforms. So this is a significant step forwards in terms of securing these devices. And this is the same security that is on our smartphones. Also, Samsung has the ability to offer you a complete image customization. We work in conjunction with PCM to create a custom image, and we have that ability to deploy that custom image throughout your organization. So just some examples of how our customers are using the Tab A. So in a typical enterprise corporate SMB environment, the tablets are now being used to improve our productivity and our efficiency. And quite frankly, now that the Microsoft apps have been preloaded onto the tablet, it just makes our lives that much simpler. Also, if you have older Windows-based environments in place with virtual desktop capabilities through a Citrix or VMware connectivity, then you can actually use your tablets with a Citrix or a VMware app to get access to your Windows desktop. So that adds another level of productivity to these tablets. The multi-window capability on these tablets really help improve your productivity, allowing you to cut and paste, drag and drop from one screen to the other. And I talked about the cameras before, but depending on your environment, they're excellent for documentation as well as communication. And more now we're using these tablets for collaboration with our remote-based colleagues. So in terms of the retail environment, the Tab A is really helping to transform this environment. our customers, our retail customers, whether they're selling shoes or banking or insurance industries, they are now using tablets to help promote an intimate experience in terms of dealing with customers. And it really is leading to greater sales. So the ability to use the tablet to populate customer forms so that a transaction is that much faster and easier without having the need to run to a desktop, with a full-size keyboard, is really valuable, and again creates that intimacy with the customer. And also, the Knox Security ensures that information stays confidential on the device, even if it were to be lost. In terms of higher education, these tablets are really being used to facilitate learning. Again, having the Microsoft Office apps on there is so critical because virtually all kids today are using one or two or all of the Microsoft Office apps in their daily learning and communicating with their teachers and professors. And with the Tab 9.7 with the S Pen, it is really perfect for taking notes with that pen. And when you couple on top of that the Microsoft OneNote application, it really becomes a very, very valuable tool. Obviously, kids want to be able to move around very easily, and so having the super thin and light tablet is a real benefit for them. The other area is the cameras and the ability to collaborate with other students. That is another area that Microsoft, as well as Google with their Hangouts application, is really promoting quite heavily. And we believe that this tablet is also ideal for students because it really allows them to get in at a very reasonable price point. And as you probably know, you're seeing tablets being used in the healthcare environment more and more for patient registration, signature capture, for digitized documents because of the HIPAA compliance requirements. We're also seeing that the tablets are being used in remote patient monitoring applications where the tablets are aggregating information that is attached to the tablet, everything from blood pressure monitors to oxygen readers to scales, and taking that information and then providing that wirelessly back to the doctors in the medical facilities. And then, of course, having the Knox Security on the tablet is so critical because of patient confidentiality laws that are in place. So just to touch a little bit on the Microsoft Office apps that are included. So it includes, they include Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote, and Outlook, of course. And it allows you to view files and print files. And then if you have a Microsoft account, which is free, you then have the ability to create and edit files. Once you have that Microsoft account, you are also provided with 100 gigabytes of OneDrive cloud-based storage. You can certainly also use this with Dropbox as well. And many of the companies today are allowing their employees to store their files in a cloud. It could be their own cloud, or it could be OneDrive or the Dropbox cloud. And then the other thing is that you can take the files that you have created on your tablet, and you can share that with your laptop or your desktop PC, and then have that synchronized with the cloud-based documents, and then use them on any device that you may be working on.
Hey Bret, we have a question from the audience.
Sure, Dave.
In regards to education, does the Galaxy Tab A use the Android Management Console?
Excellent question. So right now, the tablet is not a part of the education tablets that are focused around the Google Management Console. So typically, the way we've been working, Samsung has been working with Google, the Android Management Console, which is similar to the Chrome Management Console, is focused on the K through 12 market. This tablet tends to be really focused more on higher education. So in that situation, using the Android Management Console would typically not be used. Now, with that said, Samsung has the Galaxy Tab for Education tablet, which is completely compatible with the Android Management Console. So if you're interested in that information, on that tablet, we can definitely provide that. PCM does offer that tablet and has done a great job selling that tablet for us.
Thank you, Bret.
Sure. So let me keep going and just show you some of the key features that are offered on this tablet. I talked about the multi-window feature, and the multi-window feature allows you to open 2 windows simultaneously. So here are just some examples of different windows that have been opened, and you can easily drag and drop content between those windows. And these examples that I'm showing here have similarly created sized windows, but you can actually resize them any way you want to. Another feature that we offer is a software tool called eMeeting. And this is a collaborative tool that can actually have 11 people participate simultaneously using a Wi-Fi direct signal, which means they're within a short proximity of each other, typically around up to maybe 50 feet. And it can actually enable 20 people to collaborate together over a Wi-Fi network. And this is really great for white paging ideas. So you can start with a blank page and just collaborate freeformly, or you can have images up on the screen that you can edit in real time and collaborate over. So some really neat tools that are included with the tablet. Also, our ability to do wireless mirroring. So as you probably know, Samsung makes TVs and large format displays, and we are seeing more and more customers move away from projectors and using these large format displays with or without touch capabilities to mirror what's on their mobile device onto the display. Why is that better? Well, you don't have to worry about changing bulbs. The brightness on the displays is significantly better than in projectors, which tend to deteriorate over time. And there's just a lot more flexibility with the displays. So the latest Samsung displays have a technology called Link Display integrated in them, and that requires no additional hardware. It does the mirroring once you identify the tablet that is going to link to that display. But if you happen to have a display, whether it's Samsung's or any third-party display that doesn't have this built-in feature, then we offer an accessory called the AllShare Cast, and that plugs into the HDMI port of the display, and it allows you to mirror the information on your Tab A onto that display wirelessly and in real time. Some additional enhancements that we provide to the product. I talked a little bit earlier about side sync software that allows you to operate your phone on the tablet. It also allows you to transfer files from your phone to the tablet or from your tablet to the phone. So a lot of flexibility there. And then also we offer a printer app, a Samsung printer app that allows you to print wirelessly on any of Samsung's Wi-Fi enabled printers directly. So you actually don't have to go over a Wi-Fi network. You don't need access to that network. You can actually print directly to that printer. And if that printer happens to be a multifunction printer, you can actually scan documents on that multifunction printer and have it wirelessly sent over to your tablet. So it's really a neat feature. It's an app that's downloadable from the Google Play Store. And then lastly, if you happen to be a PC user on the Windows side, you can actually access that your PC remotely using the Remote PC app that comes with the tablet. So that's a great advantage as well if you need to get access to information that's stored locally on your PC. The latest, another brand new feature that we've just integrated into our tablets and our smartphones is something called Smart Switch. And what we've noticed is that as customers move up in terms of purchasing the latest and greatest smartphone or tablet technology, they haven't been able to easily move their data, their contacts, their meetings easily from one platform to the other. So with the Smart Switch technology, which is a downloadable app, you can actually transfer the information on your old device onto your new device quite easily. And it actually works on other products, not just Samsung phones or tablets. It will actually work on an iPhone or an iPad as well. David, do you have another question?
Yeah, we have a question from Fly and Fall. Is the e-meeting available on older Samsung devices or just the Galaxy Tab A?
It is actually available on the last generation of tablets. So I talked a little bit earlier about the Tab 4. Mm-hmm. It is supported on that. It is supported on the Galaxy Note and the Note Pro tablets and the Tab S's. Mm-hmm. So yes, basically tablets that have been in the market over the last 2.5 years. Yes, definitely.
Okay, thanks.
Sure. So I wanted to just spend a couple of minutes talking about Samsung's business services. So you see on this slide on the bottom left, we've rebranded ourselves as Samsung Business, and this is our corporate focused business segment or business organization. And so we're really focused on enhancing way beyond what we offer on the consumer side. A lot of people know us for our TVs and our smartphones and our Blu-ray players, but we really offer a wide variety of business services, business products. So I talked a little bit about our Knox Security platform, and we say both that it's enterprise grade as well as defense grade. In fact, a number of organizations in the U.S. government, including the Department of Defense and the FBI, have now standardized on our smartphones that have incorporated the Knox Security platform. And it provides, encryption and the inability for the devices to be rooted sideways by malicious malware or viruses. When malware and viruses are seen, then it actually shuts down the device. We also have what's known as the Knox container, which actually takes the information and allows you to compartmentalize your business information, not only the apps, but the data, as well as your personal information. And in fact, if you were to download Angry Birds as an example onto your tab A, it would never even allow you to put that into your business container. It would only stay in your personal container. And that container is surrounded by defense mechanisms that do not allow any sort of malicious malware or viruses to get out of that container. So I talked a little bit about our customization capabilities, and if anybody is interested in that, I would urge them to contact PCM and we can talk more about it. We offer a variety of extended and enhanced warranties to support the tablets. And then we also offer buyback programs, which are based on trading in your old devices and purchasing newer Samsung products. David.
Hey, Bret. Melinda Newton had a great question. If lost, can you remote wipe the device?
So that is a great question. So in order to remote wipe a device, it is required that you have a mobile device management tool that is deployed. So a lot of our customers, they will work with MDM providers, people like Good Technology, AirWatch, Mobile Iron, SOTI, and they all enable that functionality. The reason why, and I will also tell you that Samsung also offers its own mobile device management tool. It's called Samsung EMM, and that would enable that functionality. But it is a separate tool that is sold separately from Samsung.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure. So a little bit more information on the Knox Security platform. It works in conjunction with third-party MDM products. So we've actually worked with those MDM providers that I just mentioned to incorporate the enhanced capabilities of our version of Android into their mobile device management tools. We've also worked with the VPN providers and really all of the infrastructure providers to take full advantage of our version of Android, which we believe is second to none in the industry, and Gartner has just determined that to be the case. A lot of people look for accessories to enhance their tab A. So we make a lot of accessories ourselves. So on the screen now, you'll see some examples of what we offer. Cases, we offer a LAN USB adapter. So you actually have, you can attach up to 3 USB devices off of that, plus an RJ45 jack for network connectivity. I mentioned the AllShare Cast Hub, micro SD cards, wireless mice and keyboards, and then as well as replacement pens. Excuse me. But we also work very closely, with third-party providers. So here are some great examples of what some of our partners are offering. OtterBox, they've got some just wonderful cases. Everything from standard cases to ruggedized cases, but they also have this really cool grip assist device which wraps around the tablet. It's able to be adjusted so it'll work on both the 8 and the 9.7 inch device. They've also got a new Alpha Glass privacy protection film that adds to the durability and the ruggedness of the tablet. And then RAM Mounts has just released this IntelliSkin docking capabilities. And basically, it's a skin that is wrapped around the tablet and allows you to charge simultaneously multiple tablets off of a what they call a pogo charger type connection. And so it's very flexible, and it basically means you don't have to carry around our provided charger all the time with you. We have connected keyboards like the Belkin keyboard that's on the screen. And then Ram Mounts also offers a family, a very large family of vehicle mounts, as well as universal mounts for stationary structures as well. And then we're also working closely with Ergotron, which has a variety of wall and cart-based charging systems. So those are available today as well. Because this product is really focused on the business consumer, we have a dedicated business line for our customers to call should they have any problems. The number is down below on this slide. It is 866-SAM-4BIZ. Once you go on that line, you'll be prompted to let them know which product you need help with, and they'll get you to an operator, a U.S.-based operator immediately to help you get your problem resolved. I did mention that we do offer extended warranties, and those extended warranties can be with or without accidental damage coverage as well. And so depending on your environment, you might want to consider those warranties. Our standard warranty is typically 1 year with parts and labor. And then I also talked a little bit before about our buyback or trade-in program, and this is really aimed at recycling. And we work with a company called Anything IT, and they will buy back your old notebooks, your netbooks, your older tablets, which are now obsolete, and that money will be credited for new Samsung purchases. And they will handle the shipping of those devices to be recycled. And you can see in this example, in this particular example, the customer actually received $185 for each iPad that they were turning in, and they were turning in 2,500 units, which resulted in a credit of almost $500,000. So that can be very significant and valuable, and help you reduce the cost of bringing a product on board. We also support BYOD as well as CYOD programs, and I would urge you to speak to your PCM representative to learn more about those programs. And with that, I just want to thank everybody for your time today. If we have any additional questions, maybe...
Yeah, we'll take a look at the social stream. If you guys have questions, feel free to send them on through so we can have Bret take some time to answer them.
And if we don't have time to answer them today, be happy to get back with anybody at a later date.
So, let's see what we got here. I think I missed one. Flying Fall asked one question for it. Does everyone in the e-meeting need the Galaxy Tab A?
Yes, so they don't need the Tab A, but they need a Samsung tablet that does support the e-meeting software. So the same tablets that I mentioned earlier, the Tab S's, the Notes, the Note Pros, the Galaxy Tab 4s, they do all support e-meeting. So yes.
Perfect. Let's see. I think we're going to, thank you, Bret, and thank you for everyone watching. If you have any questions from today's topic, please leave a comment or call your PCM executive. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.